Welcome back to Let's Play Karawa Shoujo. Oh man, where do I begin? This is going to be so annoying, I imagine. It's like, oh, it's like, see you next time. It's gonna be like, we're finally gonna see Shizune's family. And then, it just so happens that when I record this part, I'm just like, there's a lot of rambling going to happen. I imagine like, oh man, I've already... Shit, that's the thing. That's why I wanted to record it. Like, oh man, I came up with freaking random jokes and all that shit. And, oh yeah, first things first, slightly on topic, I guess, because it has to do with the visual novel, is I just uploaded the previous part just now, essentially a few minutes ago, half an hour or so. Well, a bit longer than that, but you get the idea. And I realized something. When I was gonna add it in the description as well in the previous part, it was like side note 1, side note 2, side note 3. It's like, I don't think writing it down can really do it justice, really. So essentially, I didn't remember. I simply realized what Shizune's appearance reminded me of. Because it's like, oh man, Shizune reminds me of someone that I thought student counts for Black Cup too, but in my mind it's like, no, it's definitely not her. Although they do have similarities, but it's definitely not her I was thinking of. And then when I was uploading and seeing the footage again from the previous part, it's like, that's the character. No, wherever the hell her name is from Corpse Party. It's like, oh. Are they going to be similar characters for Sarah's sake? I hope not. And then I thought, you know what? As for, Misha, I was like, Misha kind of reminds me of someone. And honestly, I still don't think she really reminds me of anyone. It's just a particular look of it, like the old looking kind of yukata. And because I'm like, I don't know much about the difference between a kimono and a yukata, I just they kind of have this similar-ish look, I guess, to me. And, like, I've played visual novels like Karano Shoujo, Karano Shoujo 2, and Kotagra, which is the prequel to Karano Shoujo. And, like, that's set in, like, I think the 40s in Japan. So, like, they have these old traditional kind of clothing going on, So I thought that, and the thing is, that is also, like, Corpse Party, that's obviously a horror game, but the ones I just mentioned are horror kind of thriller visual novels. It's like, there's a pattern here. And then I remembered, it's like, in the previous part I also brought up Higurashi. It's like, this route isn't gonna take a sinister, go into any sinister direction or anyone, right? Right? Just random, man. Just seriously, why? And what else was there? There was something else. Yeah, that's another thing about me. It's just like my mind and my speaking, talking, whatever, essentially does not kind of gel well together. In my mind, flawless. Everything was out perfectly. I could come up with a comedic scenario, a joke, an idea. It's all perfect. And then I'll speak and I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. I just stumble over it. What was I was gonna say, man? Kimonos, yukatas, I guess. Something else. There was something, actually. There was something else I wanted to do as well. Just like, sorry, we're not going to actually get on with the plot just yet. We're kind of going over the previous part. Library. Oh wait, no, not library, but actually, the United Nations. No, I want to go back to the clip actually. Gallery. Of course, we're gonna have to have the camera angle change in... Yeah. Wait, actually, never mind. It's on the other page. So... Look at this. Look at her. That kimono. Well, yukata. You're getting mixed up. And your yukata there. Okay. Corpse Party. Karano Shoujo. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, now that I've... Yeah, that was another thing I almost forgot about. Like, CC in the background, but I mentioned that. I wonder if that's a pizza stall, because that'd be fitting. That's another thing, man. Rewatching footage, it's like, ah, shit, I could have made a joke like that. Oh, if only I'd thought of it on the spot, but no. But I also, like, when I saw it, I was like, hey, that looks like the protagonist from Gogun Parnabits, who also looked like, what's-his-face from Kim Possible. And I was like, holy shit, that looks like Nanako. Random observations there. But seriously, she does remind me of that chick from Corpse Party. And these just... Oh, that's another thing now that I'm thinking of it. I went to the college today. First time in quite a few weeks. And, like, that Japanese course thing, I'd passed it freaking 3 times now. But for some reason, it's like an online course, and Firefox just didn't save the result or something. So each time, I quite fittingly had to go through time again. Because telling the time bit, it was like, not this again. The Jupan Han or some shit is like, I can't speak it, but I can understand it. But, like, it does it in this way where it's like, okay, here's a bunch of clocks on the screen showing various times. Okay, we're gonna say what one you gotta click on. You gotta find it and click on it correctly in a set amount of time. And I'm like, that pressure, And, like, the final one on that, I got, like, 20 out of 50 or some shit. But anyway, to the point. Book, I think, in Japanese is Hon. But that doesn't really matter. What I'm getting at is that the, actually, was that what I was getting at? I can't even remember. See, man, I forget. Well, anyways, essentially for the book they showed the Bible, and I just like looked at it, and like the Bible has a very old look to it, doesn't it? Regardless if it's a new book, and by that I mean I didn't look at the Bible, just saw the image of it. And you know what I thought of? I didn't think, oh, the Bible. Yes, I thought Project Zero. It's that old freaking feel to it again. Well, I mean, what's up with that? But I don't think that was what I was originally going to mention there. You know what? I'm going to do something I don't tend to do. I'm going to stop the recording, go over what recording I've got so far, and then try to remember what the hell I was about to talk about. So, a moment. I think the general idea was probably, I was probably just, well, said what I was going to say anyway. It reminded me of Project Zero, and, you know, the Yukata right here reminds me of Project Zero series, aka Fatal Frame. It's just kind of random, isn't it? And it's been like freaking over 7 minutes and we haven't done anything. Elegance. Okay, let's get to the point. Sorry, I lied! But seriously though, you know, I've been watching Bob Ross quite a bit the past few weeks. I've mentioned a few times and all that. Even inspired me to do that one drawing of Hanako and all that. But I remember like randomly pausing one of the videos the other day, and it paused at the perfect time. And you know that freaking Netflix and shit, it'll freaking overuse this fuck kind of joke. It feels fitting because I'm gonna show a screenshot I took of it because his face is priceless. So anyway, let's use that overused joke. 29 seconds into Joy of Painting and Chill, and Bob gives you this look. That face. And I was just watching one of his videos just before recording, and the other amusing thing he said was something while he was painting. It's like, doesn't this make you want to pick up your brush? And my dirty mind, like, I'm picturing Bob Ross kind of voice, just like, doesn't this make you want to grab your dick, stroke it firm, gently? No, that's just nasty. Just wrong. Just completely wrong. What else? There was something else I was gonna go over before getting on to the point. I can't be asked, honestly. I was just like, this freaking was in traffic on the bus home from the college, and I was just thinking of that freaking Rocket Man song by Elton John, and did like a kind of like variety of the lyrics in my head, but I can't be arsed. Just get on with the plot already. You live in a mansion? Shizune indignantly stands up on her tiptoes so that we're at eye level, and frowns deeply, having had my comment translated to her by Misha. It's as if she's saying, how can you even suggest such a thing? Look at my cleavage! Why do I always do that? This is just a normal house, nothing as ostentatious as a mansion. I believe our definitions of those terms are quite different, Dan. Again, I'm freaking getting off the subject, but hey, you mentioned mansion. I'm thinking of this freaking story that I keep mentioning various times in quite a number of my LPs over the years, because it's been years of freaking on and off writing for it. But the freaking house, I always refer to it as, you know, a house, but the freaking size of it all, it very much would probably count as a mansion. Hee-chan, are you surprised? You want me to point out where you'll be staying? Seriously, what's up with that, man? And was this Sal's comment? Maybe it is just that obvious, but it's like it reflects her personality. Does that mean airheaded or something? I don't know. You know, that's another thing. Oh yeah, I remember now. That was another thing I was gonna go over with. You know, with the whole, it's like, man, it's just like, you remind me of Naho from Corpse Party, and you remind me of the Project Zero series, and all that, and kind of shoujo. And then I just thought, there was also that scene where they were, you know, Sal made the comment about her luggage. It's like, oh, I could store a body or some shit in there, or some shit like that. It's like, it sounds more sinister now. It cannot be unseen. Well, it's not been seen, but you get the idea. Wait, did I read that? I probably didn't. Wait, no. It felt like I was gonna say it's a Mario or some shit. I think we have a guest room, but I'm not sure if we have two. I'll check. It's no problem though, Hee-chan. Shi-chan and I can share a room if I have to. Well, unless hers is being used for something else now. Not sure. I'm starting to think Shizune doesn't spend a lot of time at home. Before I can make a joke of it at her expense, Shizune vanishes into the house and Misha goes with her, leaving me alone on the grounds. I don't want to follow them inside just yet. I put my bag down by the front door and take the opportunity to look around the grounds, just making a quick lap around the house. What the fuck? Even though it takes just a few minutes, when I get back, the first thing I notice is that my bag is gone, and a tiny girl is in its space. She looks a lot like Shizune, although Shizune wouldn't wear red shorts and star and moon stockings. You know, I said in the previous part that I'd seen what I'm assuming Shizune's father looked like, but I haven't freaking seen what any of her other family members look like. I honestly didn't even know. And look, she could be your sister, actually. Well, that would make this whole relationship. But anyway, she's got the antenna hair like you do, Hazao. Except it's not quite an apple. I can't quite think of what it is I'm thinking of off the top of my head. I'll probably freaking realize it when I'm editing or some shit. It happens, but anyways. Hi, are you Shizune's little sister or something? What? Double what? Okay. Wait, there was another. I can't remember. I remember there was like. Oh yeah, in Dark Upper 2 when the freaking. Goddamn, it's been ages. What was her name? Sakura, yeah, that was her name. So, well, no, nothing. This reaction doesn't compare to that where I was like, what? There's no way she is freaking. No way, man. No freaking way she's that old. What the fuck? And now it's like, we have a trap, ladies and gentlemen. A trap. So, what kind of voice will I give you? I have no idea. Oh, I'm a little brother. My name is Hideaki. I have a generic voice. It's nice to meet you. The voice that responds is straightforward. Okay, now we got an idea here. Straightforward monitor. Got it. And also definitely male. I feel embarrassed to the point where I could almost turn around and leave right now if I could remember my way back to the train. You know what? Like, I've got like longish kind of hair, but it's messy hair, and like, you know, long hair tends to be associated with girls and all that, but I can't really imagine. Well, I don't have that kind of feminine look, do I? Just like, always have a bit of facial hair, so that gives it away right away. And the second I speak, of course. Are you the second person that my sister brought with her? Brought with her? Not luggage. Anyway, I'm Masao. Did you take my bag? Yes, it is right to keep anything I find on my property. No, it's not. That's not how it works at all. I guess even partially well-spoken little kids believe in the law of finders keepers. Even though I call him little, he doesn't seem that much younger now. Now that I think about it, maybe 2 or 3 years younger at most. I gave it to Shizune. It's inside. You on the student council? Yeah, how did you know? Does she bring it up often? Emma said, does she talk about it often? That could have been bad. Wait, what? Emma said, does she talk about it often? Yeah, how did you know? Does she bring it? Oh, I get it. Because, yeah, deaf. I had my, Yoshiyuki moment there, you know, a bit dense. It took me a while to realize. That's all the time. Do you get along well with her? Get along? That's a weird question. I wouldn't be on the student council if I couldn't get along with her. What about you? Do you two get along? Well, even though he has a monotone voice, his face is as expressive as it is, and bells how he really feels. It must run in the family. Looks like he, pardon me, isn't happy about my question, for whatever reason. So does that give, like, a potential hint as to how Shizune's voice would sound like if she had one then? Kind of monotone? I'm sorry, I was only asking because you both act so much alike. I don't know why, but it feels like it's teasing me. Unfortunately, it works. I don't like being compared to Shizune. You're a lot more like Shizune, but that's to be expected. Mistook you for her little sister, even. You don't want people to make that mistake. You should dress more appropriately. Oh, shit! He's not going to take that well. I don't understand. My clothes are perfectly seasonal. What's with the stockings? They're cool. You act like my sister. Eventually people will start mistaking you for her. I guess my comment hit him harder than I thought. That would explain his attempt at turning around. You know, he could just take the old time kind of route. He's like, you know what, back in the day, hundreds of years ago, sure it was hundreds of years ago and not now, but still, men back then were the ones who wore stockings and shit, man. It wasn't women. That's a recent development. Men used to look fabulous back in the day. We used to get dressed up and all that kind of shit. And now it's like, we can't even do that anymore. We get labeled all this shit. It's fucking bullshit. Or something. It is kind of random when you think about it. Like, stuff like that was mostly a male thing hundreds of years ago. I hate being compared to all people. Seriously, man. His poses isn't really doing much to make him look any less like a girl, to be honest. Shizune doesn't like it when she's compared to others either. I thought that Hideaki was a little more mature than Shizune, but they have the same competitive streak and inclination to provoke people. I wonder if he's like this because of Shizune, or if it's the other way around. You know, like I said already, I've seen what her father looks like. I mean, if he turns out to be her older brother or something, that'd be a fucking big difference, pardon language. But seriously. But I haven't seen her mother, or I don't even know. Maybe she doesn't even live with her mother. I have no idea. Again, this route, along with Lily's, are the only routes that I haven't actually played. And now to you, right? Okay, I get it. Sai shouldn't be so pretty. Especially the little kids. Hideaki seems to accept this as an acknowledgement of defeat, which is something I feel like I can't let go. Nevertheless, I'll just have to let it go while I have the chance. For some reason I thought there was a cat on the floor there, but no, it's because I've got my YouTube video page up in the background. Like just Shizune right at the bottom, you know, doing that kind of pose with her glasses. For some reason, I somehow mistook her for a cat. How weird. I can hear Misha's laughter bouncing through the halls the moment I step through the door to the house, and follow it into what I would guess is the living room. It holds more people than I'd expected. Holy what the fucking shit ass what? What? Okay, you know what? Any of you who have actually played every route in Cardboard Shoujo, and, you know, actually realize that, maybe I've said it a number of times after all, that I haven't played this route, these are the type of scenes you'd probably be like, oh, I can't wait until it gets to that point. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is Lily and her sister doing here? Among them, I spotted a distinctive, unfamiliar blonde ponytail. I'm more confused by why Lily is here than surprised. Shizune seemed just as surprised. Lily doesn't look ecstatic about this chance meeting up. Sitting next to Lily is a tall, androgynous-looking woman in a sharp suit. I'd like to assume that it's her older sister, but I don't want to risk it. Just like after today, I don't want to freaking, you know, mistake identity. But we already know that, it's been so long. It was the freaking previous route, man, and I've already forgot. Was her name Akira, I think it was? Yeah, that was her name. It's like, here is the male trap and the female trap. The male trap looks like a girl, but is actually a guy. The female trap kind of looks like a guy, but is actually a girl. What is with these, man? I mean, it's not technically in every visual novel. I mean, up to this point, have I even come across any character in a visual novel that I've LP'd where there is actually a trap randomly? I don't think so. So, I suppose that's a first then, isn't it? The first, what the fuck, man? It's like, yeah, man, traps. It happens sometimes. They just appear out of nowhere. I remember reading Cage of Eden ages ago, and they had a trap in that, and I think that was the first time I'd freaking came across a trap in any, like, anime, visual novels, anything like that. So that was like a kind of what the fuck moment right there. Sitting next to Lily as well, I've already read that. I didn't expect that you would arrive so early. At first I think she's talking to me, but it turns out that she's referring to Shizune. I don't think Lily even notices my presence. I've clearly walked in on them mid-conversation. It looks like with her focus on Shizune, she couldn't hear me. I should have rearranged my entire schedule for you. Chi-chan says I should have rearranged my schedule just for you. That would have been nice, but I would not expect you to do such a thing. Oh, hi, Hi-chan, you're finally here! Yeah, hello, Lily. Oh, Hisao. This is quite a surprise. Akira, this is Hisao, schoolmate. Hisao, this is Akira, my sister. Yo! I don't think that was the voice I gave her. She holds up her hand in a brief and quite casual gesture of greeting. So she is the older sister after all. Hope we're not messing up any of your plans. That's the voice. Since we're only going to be here for one more day, Lil and I thought you may as well come with me. Akira turns to me like she feels compelled to explain. I'm grateful for that. I suppose my position here would be best described as a babysitter. Akira ruffles Hideaki's hair as he carries on with his pastimes, looking displeased. That is the meaning. Really, maybe I'll change my title once you get a few more years on you, or at least a few centimeters. They make an interesting pair, though Akira seems more like a lawyer than a babysitter. She does, doesn't she? I'm still not really sure why both she and Lily are here, though. Taking a glance around the room, there are tennis rackets, golf clubs, and even a stack of fishing poles and tackle boxes. Secreted here and there. Secreted? Whatever. Behind every chair, in every corner, and under every table, there is some piece of outdoor hobbyist equipment. I pick up one of the fishing rods and play with it. It's a nice house. Sine, looks like your dad has a lot of hobbies. Wait, He's just referring to her dad, so does she live at... Well, she doesn't technically live at home. She lives in the dorms. But, I mean, well, I don't know the condition of her parents. Divorced? Or are they still together? You know how visual novels are like for freaking parents. It's like, oh no. Single parents only. For a moment I forget to sign what I say, but Misha's already in the process of interpreting what I said for her. I'm still a little impressed at how automatic interpreting is to Misha. Maybe she is secretly a robot built for sign language. No. Do you fish? No, I don't know how. Kinda want to learn, as I heard it's relaxing. There's a river only a short drive away. My whole family knows how to fish. If you want, we could go there sometime. Wait, I think I just gave you a monotone voice as well. Or did I already do that before? No, I think I gave her a bit more voice than that. You know, I was pronouncing it flawlessly, probably, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna check that actually. What is the pronunciation? Hideaki. Yeah, probably was pronouncing it wrong after all. You and I mean, really, Hidi? That's what it'd be, hide or something. Nope, Hidi. You and Hideaki can fish? I didn't expect people your age to know, consider it's always seemed like a hobby for old men. You know, Lily's great at cooking. If we had some fresh fish. It's not hard to follow Akra's train of force. If you want to eat fish, we could go to the store. Lily's voice sounds slightly more authoritative than usual. She really doesn't seem to share her sister's enthusiasm for the idea. Oh. It's more fun to go fishing. We could even make it like a game and try to see who catches the biggest one. That would be exciting, right? Yeah, Hee-chan, what do you think? It sounds fun, doesn't it? Of course. Yeah, it definitely could be. Sounds like a plan. I don't know how to fish either, so now is as good a time as any to learn. Her eyes shift towards Lily, who remains unmoved. This sours Akra's smile a bit, and makes me wonder why Lily's being so obstinate about it. I don't think we have enough fishing equipment for everyone. We could take turns. Oh, God damn, I'm freaking getting the freaking voices mixed up. Well, Shizune technically doesn't have a voice, but you get the idea. I've been giving her a distinct voice, and now that her brother's on the scene, I'm freaking getting them mixed up. We can take turns. It'll be a team. Shit, I can't remember her voice. It'll be a team battle. What is she saying? We can take turns. She also wants to make it a contest. Come on, Lily, we may as well make the most of it. So is this going to be a competition to see who can catch the biggest fish or the most? You know, that's another observation there. Like, with female character voices, like Misha has a distinct voice, but I've given Akira a bit of a distinct voice. Sort of. Looks like the older sister understands better, as always. There's the Shizune voice. Right. Chi-chan says that she supposes Lily would prefer to go to the store, right? It's much less work, so it's natural that she would. Going fishing would be more fun, though, and save money. Akira, you have the right idea. Akira gives a gracious, if slightly stilted smile. Shizune's praise wasn't her goal, after all. Isn't the river quite far away? I don't think it's that far, and I can drive if we have to. I'm okay with it as long as you catch something. Can your car fit this many people and a whole lot of fishing gear on top of that? She pursed her lips as her fingers subtly moved, counting up the amount of passengers, and requested cargo. We're going to be taking me, Shizune, Misha, Lily, Akira, and Hideaki. Wait. Hidi... Was it Hidi? Hideaki. Let me double check. Hideaki. Yeah, that's the one. 6 people. Damn, my car can only take 5. Actually, if Hideaki sat on my lap, it could. I'm not sitting on your lap. Oh. What the hell? Up in the sea, man. Chi-chan says that her father's car would be big enough. What? What? Fuga? If he doesn't mind us using it, then I guess we have no other choice. Feels kind of bad forsaking my car, considering I won't have it for much longer. Despite Lily's obstinacy and Hideaki's questions of whether or not we'd prefer to eat first and bet on a fish dinner that might fail to ever materialize, there's no way to sway Dr. and Suzuki as they agree on the transport plan.